welcome back to another live. We are here. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just pulling stuff up over here on my laptop. Okay. Alrighty, friends, we're getting started. I have a different tablecloth today. Figured we'd change it up a bit. I realize that I'm blocking my own view here, my own sunlight. With, all that. Go a little further out. Yeah, that's good. Alright, and I'm so sorry for not being here yesterday. I really wasn't feeling great, so I just had to take a day. Sometimes you need a day. Okay. Alright, now we're a little too high up, but that's okay. We're like about here. Yeah, that's kind of better. Okay. Honestly, yeah, that is better. If I have something I'd like to focus on. Okay, whoever is joining, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Just pin a comment here. feeling? I'm pretty good. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I wasn't feeling that great, but I'm feeling okay today. I'm just trying to figure out like the best angle for this right now, because like I feel like my angles are crap usually, but yeah. Because like I shuffle so like up high and weird that like I feel like I have to like show my face to like shuffle cards right. I don't want to do that. But like, I don't know. Oh, I feel that. Let's find out. Okay. How is Artem? That's junk. Ooh, something happened. We have anger. That's only 2. I guess we'll take it. We have hunger and spiritual protection, ghost. Mystery. So yeah. So this is reflection. So I think right now something upset one of you guys. There's an upset and a need, but still having that protection. Like neither of you are like leaving the connection or anything. Like it's still there. But the other person doesn't know what they did to upset the other person. And they're gonna need to like think and like look at all different perspectives and whatnot. So like put yourself in their shoes and they need to put themselves in your shoes. Yeah, pain. Something came up having to do with a traumatic experience recently. And it's not super clear to the other person. Yeah. Grow in faith. So, whatever happened was like, I don't want to say a trauma response, but it brought up something from the past. See, this is what I mean. I need angles like this. But yeah, there's a lot of pent-up stuff was brought up. maybe it's just like, abandonment trauma or something, or, something was said that came off different than it was meant to, and it brought something up, or like brought them back to like a place of yeah. So anger and pain like are kind of like hand in hand in this situation. Like I think maybe so we don't always think about the things that we say, like having, well, let me rephrase. Sometimes when we say things, they can be very triggering to other people, maybe like different phrases or words or like ways to say things. And I feel like that's what happened. And they know that you didn't mean it that way, or like vice versa. They know it came off different than the person intended. It's like one of my exes used to call our relationship decent all the time, and that would piss me off. So now, like growing forward, when I hear the word decent, I get like this triggered feeling. Like I hate using the word triggered because it's a word, like it's not like a thing happening, but it makes me have like a weird reaction, like a bad, like, ooh, I don't like that. I don't want to be decent. I want to be good. I want to be great. I want to be better than just meh. So I feel like it's something like that. So, like, just like even now, like that was years ago, but hearing the word decent just, it rubs me the wrong way. It could be something as small as that, but something came up and triggered that. Hi, Benita. You can absolutely ask a question. If I'm like on a roll, and Srita too. Yeah, anybody who wants to ask anything, just go for it. When I get into it, I get into it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope that makes sense, okay? Just, see what's up. If something, don't be afraid to be like, hey, things are a little off lately. What's going on? Okay, all questions, I do them in order from how they come into the chat, so. Cool. Alright. Benita's up first. What are next actions towards you in March? Let's see. What are the next actions towards you in March? That just came out from the last one. I know it did. Okay. Alright, this one is for Benita. Ooh. Okay. we have for Benita. So we've got, all right, his actions towards you in March. This one's interesting. So I feel like maybe this is somebody you were with before, because like they know how it's gonna go. We have intuition, consciousness upside down, balance upside down, surrender, which is like letting things go, frustration, and strength. So if you knew them before and that's like an ex that you're thinking about getting back with or something, because that's the energy that I'm getting here, they know how it's going to go. They know deep, deep down how it's going to go. It's going to do the same exact thing it did before. Everything in their own life that they've just built up during the time apart is going to be off balance. And they don't know if they want to surrender or give in to the frustration of this. But they know they're strong enough to do so if they choose it. Yeah. They know they're strong enough to go back to you, but they don't know if they should. So I think they're still pondering it, and they're still thinking things over. I don't see a decision being made either way in March. Yeah. Yeah, if it was just last month, you got to give it a little bit more time than that. All right. But yeah. Yeah, they know things are going to go in the same exact way that it did before. It's like just a vicious circle. It's not. They're trying to think of what they can do differently, what they should do differently, how they can be different, things that they maybe want from you to be different as well. All right, Sajida, let's go. Let's see. Okay, Shadrita, do you have one question? Because I see like 3 of them there. I want to know about... Oh, you're so welcome, Benita. You want to know his current feelings for you, if he loves you or not. Is he in another relationship, or is he hiding something from you? I know it's technically a 3-part question, but your girl gotta make money today, so we're gonna do one question at a time. Sounds good. And if you want like a multi-part question or something, if you want to donate through the link in Streamlabs in the description, we can absolutely do that. So just one at a time for now, and then if it is like a 3-part question like that, wait for me to like answer somebody else first, and then I will come back to you if we have no other questions. Okay? Cool. I'm sorry to do that to you guys. Like, I feel bad because you know me, I will read like literally anything possible. But yeah, so let's see. Arnab's current feelings for you. Does he love you or not? Let's see. We'll take 3. I think we should go with this, though. Okay. Growth, faith, sweetness upside down, determination, protection, ideation. So we have... I feel like you guys kind of like banter back and forth. Like your ideas of like joking around together are more like calling each other names and like, which almost feels buddy-buddy. but like, you know, it's flirting, you know. Growth and faith. They see themselves growing with you. You know, that they look up to you. There's faith there. They have hope for the future. They will, you know, determination. They'll do literally anything they have to for you, and they want to protect you. Let's see. But I don't know if that's like a love connection or a buddy-buddy yet. I think they want to, but they're not sure if it will be reciprocated. Yeah, abundance. They are really worried about like their own money right now. Yeah. They feel like focusing on a relationship is just gonna make them put work on the back burner and making money and stuff, so they know that if they go for you, they're gonna give up any time they have to rest. Like, their life is just literally gonna be packed and packed and packed. So I would just keep the flirtation going. You know, don't let the sparks die out. But definitely, like, if they are asking for space, they're just being communicative to you. Yeah, I have caution. So yeah, just take it day by day. Don't rush it. You know, think of how they might feel with things, and vice versa. You know, always just straight up, just be yourself. But give the space and time where needed, because he is worried about work and everything right now. That's like a big deal for him. Keep busting his bees though. Alright, cool. That's overall pretty good, I think. Nope. I don't know about you. I didn't hear anything negative. Nope. Just take your time. He's just not ready for it right now. But in time. Patience. And if you want, feel free to go back and, you know, scroll back through the video and re-listen to everything if you want. Nothing wrong with that. You're very welcome. Okay. This blanket's all ruined. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not a fan of my voice, honestly. I feel like half the time I sound like just some old washed up jazz singer. I don't know. Sure, you absolutely can, Benita. Yeah, as long as we're going like back and forth, that's fine. I just don't want to like read for like one person for like a really extended long amount of time. I just want to make sure everybody gets in there, because, you know, being alive, you gotta mix it up. Listen. Uh-oh, the neighbors are talking right outside my door. Fun. No, but I feel like I'm like a jazz singer named Carol or something who's been smoking 50 cigarettes a day for her whole life. You know what I mean? But thank you. I really appreciate it. Good. We're here for fun times and tarot and giggles. Okay. Alright, what is his true feelings for you? Let's see. Well, trust flew right out. Cleanse, intuition. That was a lot. Okay. Okay. And up here we have reflection, anxiety, and rejection upside down. Let's see. Let me get one more. There we go. Sideways. Uh-oh. Okay. Happiness. Okay. Hi, Carla. Welcome in. Yes, absolutely. Right? That intuition card loves it. So he knows that is good. Like he just knows. When you know, you know. He just wants to like refresh himself before getting into anything serious. Like rejection's upside down. He knows he's not going to get rejected in this. He like knows that. And he trusts that you're going to be there. Like this all goes together. But also, like, Alright, you've been no contact for a whole month last time, and he said you started fucking up. Fair enough. That's good. He's trying not to screw up again in the future. I think that's what's going on. So whatever the trauma thing that happened was from the first reading, that he's trying to fix it. He knows that it's anger that like he had in himself that he needs to fix. It's not anybody else's responsibility to fix except for himself. He knows that, you know, you're going to be there. He trusts that you're going to be there. He knows he's not going to get rejected again. He knows he's going to be welcomed to you back with open arms. He does have a lot of like energy towards that. The thing is, he needs to cleanse himself. He's scared to do that, and he's really taking a good look at himself in the mirror and like breaking it down, seeing what he needs to actually fix about himself and rectify the situation. Maybe he is like, you know, gets really specific about stuff that doesn't matter around the house, and he sees that and he's trying to like get a grip on it himself before he comes back, which is like really good, and like it's a lot of growth and stuff. He's being a big boy about it, so that's good. But give him time, because if it is something trauma related, he's gonna have to go deep down and fix it. So it's gonna take some time and like really thinking about it himself to fix whatever that is. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, no, he's taking that for sure, and like really working on himself. Like he needs time to do that alone. And you know, and that's honestly so true, because like you can't, Like, I mean, think of what RuPaul says. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? You know what I mean? He's trying to love himself. He's trying to do his thing himself to be better for you in the long run. Hey, Samoya, welcome in. Carla, you're up, my friend. You're welcome, Benita. Honestly, like, just do you for now, because he has to work on himself, but he knows that you're going to be there, like, you know, later on. So just, you know, do the same thing. Like, look at yourself and think of other things that maybe you can work on. Maybe, you know, not every argument has to be a battle. Maybe, you know, it's learning to let things go, let the little things go, and not nitpick on stuff that's not going to matter in a week. You know? Okay. Alright, Samoya's questions come in first, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see. You know what we're gonna do? So I rewrote some of my index cards the other day. And they don't have, like, I don't have everything. I really just have, like, dates and zodiac signs and, like, numbers and colors and months and whatever and seasons and time frames. So let's do these. And you know what? I still didn't do the backs, so they could be a little slippery. Well, we're just gonna play around with it at first and we'll see. But Samoya, you've been here forever, so, like, you can totally do that. I wasn't thinking about anything when I did that. Yeah. Okay. Just entrances on May 7th. Maybe 6 months for the results. Which is, like, an obnoxiously long time. Yellow. I'm getting lemonade. Just because yellow lemonade, pink lemonade. Maybe it will be postponed. I'm not sure. Yeah, Leo and Virgo. Yeah, I feel like... So, if, like, it has to... Oop. I'm sorry about that. Are we good? We're here? I got disconnected on my stream, that said. I didn't see anything happen. Anyway, so, with that medical exam, like, do they do it, like, not necessarily with, like, the semesters or trimesters or whatever, but do they kind of, like, group it, like, oh, this is, like, the summer session and the fall session and whatever? Do we have any, like, Virgo moons happening in the last 2 weeks of July? Because I feel like it's going to be, like, a Virgo something in July. During the last the first 2 weeks of Leo. This is kind of a chunk. Yeah, this is absolutely a chunk. So maybe if they go in sessions, I'm not sure if, like, you know, you might be required to do the one in May, or there's like 2 different sessions for it or whatever. I feel like May is not happening. It's going to be more so like summer. Maybe you'll have to do like a retake, which is, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Retakes happen, and it's just to make you better, and as a backup in case you're nervous the first time. It's okay. Then I got Jan. Oh, okay, I think I get it. Okay, so if there is, like, if the May session is to, like, get accepted for, like, fall semester, like, September it starts or whatever, that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is it's going to be July when Leo season starts. If there's a Virgo something happening, that's probably going to be important, like a Virgo new moon or like something. Maybe Jupiter's in Virgo. I don't know. Either way, it's like going to get like a 6-month kind of delay-ish, which you're going to get bummed out about at first, but the new semester in January, like, honestly, starting the whole school year in January, like, with the start of a new year, is almost, like, better. Like, well, for me, anyway, but you get, like, a whole, it's like, Happy New Year, Happy School Year, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's going to be the plan and the path. Because the yellow and pink make me think of lemonade. The black and yellow make me think of bumblebees, which is like summer. And I think it's maybe just because it hasn't happened yet, and like if you do take the one in May, there's still an absolute chance like that you could pass it and do awesome. But right now, that's what it's looking like. And there's nothing wrong with the extra time to study and like to get more acquainted with the things that you're learning. If you can teach it to somebody else, then you know all of the information as you should. All right, my friend. Hope that was good. All right, Carla, you're up. How does M the Aquarius feel about you? Let's see. Yeah, so Samoya, don't get discouraged, like, if that is coming, like, later than you think it is. It's for growth. It's so you can enjoy, you know, your time a little bit better. And you're not stressing out, like, through holiday season, like, going into next semester. Oh, God, this class. Like, it's gonna start the entire year off, like, on such a good foot for you. One second. Okay. All right, Carla. Yeah, you're so welcome. How does M the Aquarius feel about you? Let's see. Well, I trust you. M the Aquarius. Protection. Okay. Is this maybe like a coworker that you're flirting with? I feel like he might be a boss. I'm like just getting kind of like older guy energy. If they're not the boss of you, like in work itself, like I'm getting dad energy. Yeah. whatever this is, it's like a, I know I shouldn't, but I really want to. Classmate, okay. Let's see. Yeah. They know that they were meant to meet you in life for whatever reason. They trust you. You know, they want to protect you. Like, if anybody's making fun of you, they'll be the first one to speak up. But the stop is like something is telling them no. Like, absolutely not. And they are kind of upset about it. And frustrated. And there's passion. But then this ideation is upside down. Now, this is like what you... Oh, same age? Okay. This is like the goals and like the things, that ideals in mind that you want, but it's upside down. So whatever's going on isn't matching in their head what they have. You know, maybe they have like really strict family values that are like not, like they know that you wouldn't be accepted or worked out or anything, but they know there's a spark there. It could be like maybe they have, am talking on eggshells because I really don't want to offend like anybody or like by assuming things, but maybe it's like an arranged marriage type of situation, or like, no, you must marry somebody of the same exact, culture that we have. So they know they shouldn't. I'm getting a stop. Okay, so the dad energy is like their dad. Like, they're getting like, absolutely not, you know? So I'm getting like they have to stop because of family values, because it's not what they've always grown up, okay, great, I'm gonna marry somebody of my, same culture or whatever, and we're gonna have this arranged marriage, it's gonna go great, whatever. But then, like, you come along and have all this passion and spark and, oh my goodness, and they know that that's not what they have to go through with, you know what I mean? And now I'm just using that as like a pure like example. Like, I don't know anything. And like, I really don't mean to be offensive. Like, I promise, like, I had no ill intentions like using that as an example, but that is what kind of came to my mind. And that could very well not be the case at all. Like, there's just something that they know that they can't. But, yeah. You know what? I want to pull one more for this, because I want to know what's the issue. Yeah, it would be a situation. Yeah. They want success either way. They're just trying to be successful in what they're supposed to do right now, which is school and like, work or anything like that. They're just trying to stay within their values, how they were brought up and whatnot. They don't really have a lot of experience being a rebel, I think. They're like they try to just be good. Just do what they're supposed to do. School, homework, sleep, repeat. But yeah, just keep enjoying the friendship for now, and if things change, then things change. But right now, it's just at that one level. You're so welcome, my friend. And you know what? Don't be afraid to like poke fun of him either. Like, bring him out of his shell a little bit, because people like that who are like very under their parents' thumb, like they kind of need that wiggle room to grow and change and evolve and be different and learn from how they're growing up instead of just blindly following rules. Hopefully that makes sense. Hi, Amina. Will I be okay tomorrow at the job interview at the government? I hope they take me already. Clearly, taxi job in the bank. Claudia, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Well. Alright, Amina, let's see how that job interview is gonna go. I'll take those two. That's the trunk. Intuition card has come out like every single thing. Okay. Well. Intuition and magic. And the ghost. And our little spiritually protected guy. Oh my goodness. We also have growth. Back that up just a bit. No sadness, no frustration. How do you say yes without actually saying yes? Because yes. That is awesome. So yeah, no, this is exactly what you're meant to do, what you're meant to be, where you're meant to go. I think it's gonna go great. It might take a little while because, you know, government processes, like, they have a lot of, like, you know, paperwork, and, like, this gets handed off to this person, gets handed off to this person, and this person. A lot of, like, different chains to go through. So don't feel discouraged, like, if you don't hear back, like, right away. It might take, like, a couple weeks. Yeah, I feel like absolutely yes, and you're gonna, like, be on the brink of, like, oh my god, is this actually happening or what? And then it's gonna happen. Because that magic is, like, that spark, that pew, right? So, like, yeah, it's gonna be sudden. Yeah, you're gonna be frustrated and sad because you're not, like, hearing back from them. It's gonna be like 2-3 weeks, and you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, where is this phone call? And then it'll happen. Yeah, very good stuff. And honestly, like, these three, like, holy shit. Yeah, somebody in your dream told you to hear your intuition. Yeah, definitely keep up with that, for sure. And you know what? Don't be afraid to be like, hey, show me this object if I'm on the right path. You can call things out like that. That's how to be, like, specifically non-specific. So for me, I'm like, okay, show me a blue jay if I'm about to have, like, a really good day. And then, you know, I'll see a blue jay, and it'll be a great day. But that's just, like, my symbol to the universe, you know? But I stick with one symbol, and that's it. Well, to be fair, I have a couple. Because numbers, I feel like numbers are a little different. Because, like, seeing a specific animal is, like, specific. But also, like, if you have a certain sequence of numbers, that's also different. Like, 107 I see all the time because that's my birthday. but like that's, or like just 7s in general. But more than one. It has to be like 3 or 4 7s. But always. That's awesome, Mina. I wish I had like really good dreams, and like just I haven't dreamed in so long, honestly. It's like weird. You're so welcome, my friend. Yeah, don't get discouraged with the time frame. Just keep telling yourself one more day. Tomorrow I'll find out. Alright, who's up next? Aw, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. I try to be like as honest as I can be without, I don't sugarcoat things for anybody. Like, I'll tell you honestly the best approach and everything, how to do whatever it is coming through. But I'm also gonna like objectively tell you the other person's perspective if I see it. You know, I feel like every single one of us on this earth, you know, does matter to some extent to someone out there. So, like, you know, we're all like little circles, right? Maybe we overlap sometimes, and maybe some of the stuff that's in our circle can leak into another person's circle and makes them like green instead of just yellow. So you don't know how you're affecting people and how they're affecting you. And, you know, everybody's own circle is their own business. So they're just trying to stay, you know, yellow is trying to stay yellow and do their own thing and be bright yellow and be happy or whatever shade of yellow that they want to be. And if you're green, you got to work with that yellow. You know, maybe you create like a nice little chartreusey color or something and grow together. Or, you know, you can overpower the other, you know, without even meaning to over time. And then it takes a lot of work and recovery to like get back, for yellow to get back to yellow. Does that make sense? Claudia, absolutely. I can do that. Can you get some advice for today from Spirit? Yes. So advice for Claudia today. I'm dropping all of my cards over here. I'm so sorry. Okay. Advice for Claudia today. Okay. Alright. Looks like maybe you're having like a day that's kind of not exactly how you've been thinking of it. Maybe I'm sensing like brain farts. Somebody's got like the brain farts today. Like you're forgetting things, where you put things down. Yeah, you're not seeing the bigger picture. Illumination's upside down here. But you have energy, like you want to get things done. but it's just not. Aha. Surrender. And love. So I think today is going to end up being a self-care day, and not necessarily about like getting projects done that you want. It's going to be one of those like you drop the cereal like 3 times in a row and you're just like, all right, I'm done. And then you do the self-care thing. You have like good intentions going into the day, but the universe is kind of against that. You need a pause day to do your own thing. Confidence, yeah. Alright, Amina, thank you. Take care. We'll see you later. Alright. Yeah. Don't get sad. Don't get sad about it. You're meant so Claudia, you're meant to have like just kind of your own day today. You're gonna like try to do stuff, and the world is not fighting you, but like the energies are not being cohesive with you today. You have a lot of problems. We all have our own problems and everything. It's just finding the right solutions for the day. So what's the solution for the day? What do we actually need to do today? What does Claudia actually need to do today? It's going to be help with success. Letting go of fear. I feel you on that, honestly. There's a reason I have my donation thing with like, please help me, I need to make rent. I hear ya. That's tough. Yeah, if you have been just like doing like calls and everything all day, every day, today's a break. You need to have a break today. But I feel for you. I'm sorry to hear that. And I truly wish you like all of the luck in the world. Perhaps, you lose that house for a better one. Time will tell. We don't know everything day to day, but the most you can do is hope. Yep, have faith. So we release one thing to gain another. So keep that in mind. But no, I feel for you. Like, my bank account is literally negative right now, and I still have to pay my rent. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. But yeah. You're welcome, my friend. Day by day, hour by hour. Everything happens for a reason. You're protected, though. Thank you. Me too. Right. Exactly. Everything happens for a reason. So, like, you just kind of have to trust the universe and day by day, hour by hour, do something that you enjoy at all times. Even if that's like, I listen to podcasts that I like while I'm doing things, so that way, I laugh at things, funny stuff as I'm just going through the motions. Because you gotta keep your own energy up, and the universe will reflect that. The more you dwell on it, like, oh, woe is me, the universe says, oh, woe? You would like some woe? Here you go. I give you some negativity. Because that's what you're putting out. So do something that you enjoy at all times. Even if that's like having a pretty ring on your finger that you look at, or a nice piece of jewelry that that feels nice in your hands, that you like to feel, and it makes you feel better. Start listening to like some comedy stuff. Laugh to yourself all day, and that will help. Like, find the funny in things. People don't laugh at anything nearly as much as they used to. It's just like, go, 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 and hustle culture and everything, but like, make some time to laugh. I'm not going to answer questions if you should or should not do that. That's on you, your body, your choice, or anybody's body, anybody's choice. If you want to, absolutely do it. If you don't want to, that's cool too. I did a situational, if you had it and if you didn't, but that's as far as I'll go on that one. I'm not going to tell somebody if they should or should not do something like that. I'm so sorry. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm all for it. Like, if that's what you want to do, absolutely, like, go for it. But I'm not going to tell you to not do it either. Honestly, if you feel like it, flip a coin. Coin flips are a lot more intuitive than you know. Because not only is it when you're throwing it up in the air, like, that's when your brain is like, okay, I know what I want. Yeah, like, that one's a tough one. Like, I also, like, wouldn't tell somebody, like, if somebody was like, oh, like, yeah, I'm an addict and I really want to go back, like, should I go back to doing drugs? Like, I wouldn't answer that either, because that's your type of problem. Like, that's not a thing I'm gonna involve myself with, because I don't want anybody to be like, no, well, you told me. Yeah, flip a coin if you gotta. I like to keep like a little like 4-sided dice with me. It's like a little triangle, and it's numbers 1 through 4. I usually take 1 as yes, 2 as no, 3 as maybe, and then 4 as I'm not answering that right now. Which means it's just not the right time to ask that question. So honestly, maybe get a 4-sided dice. Yeah. My cards are like, yeah, do it. It's life-changing. Magic. No, but for real. I do a 4-sided dice for yes or no questions, and then I have like a 20-sided dice for like how the day is gonna go. Or even like a pendulum would be cool too. Like you could do like yes, no, like yes up and no side to side, and go from there. Or tell the universe, hey, give me this symbol today throughout my travels if I should, and this symbol if I should not. Especially with like kind of like longer term decisions where you have like a couple of days to like think about it. You can absolutely tell the universe, hey, show me a bunch of dogs if I should, and show me a bunch of cats if I shouldn't. So that way it's distinct. Yeah, definitely. And like really think about it. You know, the universe will give you things if you ask for them. But you just have to ask for them in the right way. So if you're looking for like a yes or no answer, or like what should I do next, you need to kind of like give them the options to communicate their intent, like their goals for you. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing, like especially like people that get into like numerology and angel numbers and stuff at first. You know, you see 111 or 222 all the time, but then like you have to realize, okay, what is each of these for? And you end up having to like memorize it. And then, oh, well, I saw a 444, but then 22. So if this is balance and then this is like community, do I have to balance it? Like you have to like really decipher and figure it out and like break it down for yourself. Whereas if you say, hey, spirit, dogs are yes and cats are no. Well, for me, it is cats are yes and dogs are no. So, you know, tell the universe, hey, if I'm ever torn on a question, I really need your help. When you wake up in the morning, say, okay, spirit, I need your help. You know, cats are yes, dogs are no. Should I do this thing? And then just go about your day and make note of what you see. And you don't have to think about the meanings of numbers and, you know, putting everything down. Yeah, you have your tarot. Perfect. That helps too. A lot of the time, like, tarot will tell you, like, just, like, the general, like, theme of stuff. Like, there will be, like, oh, finances, harmony, doing things by the book, or, like, the inner you. It's, like, I like to have it actually, like, drilled down, and, like, I want an actual legitimate answer. Like, I am really bad at guessing. So if I know, I know, but if I'm like guessing, I'm not a good guesser. So when things come in and it's just like numbers or whatever, I'm like, okay, well, that could be this, or it could be this area of my life, or so if I only see like 111, okay, like self. So what about myself? What about it? What about it? Do I need more? If I get only 111 and no other clarification for the day, I'm lost. You know? Yeah, I'm very emotional, so I'm not taking cards. I hear that. Yeah, it's honestly all about how you feel, and you might be. I recommend a dice. And then just, yeah, happiness and conscious. It's like you're happy when, you know, you are being spiritual and whatnot. But it's figuring out how to do that in everyday practice, because the more connected you are to spirit, the more they're going to hear the things that you're asking for and provide. Yeah, I'm pretty emotional myself, you know, generally. You know, if anybody starts yelling at me, I will immediately start crying. So, like, I feel you. but you gotta put the spirit in your brain. Listen to the higher self at all times. Focus on when in your mind you're saying, I need to do this versus you need to do this. Because if you're hearing, you need to do this, that's spirit. I need to do this is yourself, your ego, and everything, but you need to do this is higher energy. Yeah, I need like absolute clarification when I'm doing any reading or anything. Especially like if it's for myself, I'm like, no, tell me exactly what it is. When I was like, I think like 13, I literally left a piece of paper and a pen out overnight, and I was like, please write down what I need to do to be successful. That's not gonna happen. It don't work like that. But to leave a piece of paper out and a pen, like, spirit, write things down. No. How juvenile. I will say, though, the best thing that I ever did to try to communicate with spirit is after my grandpa died, I, like, didn't really get to say goodbye to him or anything. Like, he lived in Florida at the time, so he was, like, far away, but it was very sudden, and he was, like, kind of, like, I was going through, like, my parents' divorce and everything, and my mom was getting remarried, my dad was also getting remarried with, like, kids and everything. It was complicated. Either way, my grandpa was, like, basically, like, my father figure from Florida, who I would call for advice, and he was awesome. But, after he passed, I was like, well, I did get to say goodbye, and I need to know everything that you would have wanted to tell me. So what I did was I started finding like fortune cookie insides, because my parents ate like a lot of like Chinese food, like they totally did, and it literally, I would watch them throw all of the like little papers, everything out at the end of dinner, whatever, and then I would still find the little pieces of paper with like notes, the little fortune cookie inside. So I was like, well, if that's what you're gonna send more of those my way. And then I just started finding fortune cookie insides everywhere. And you know what? I have a little like box of them. I will grab that. Yes, this was it. You can absolutely ask anything that you'd like. I will answer in 1 second. But I do want to grab that little box super quick. I know exactly where it is. I will be 2 seconds. I am 30. But I'm not kidding. Ask for fortune cookie insides. You will get them. But like anything possible, the course of life is unpredictable. No one can write his autobiography in advance. I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And like, so many. So when you ask the universe, it will give to you, but ask in weird ways. If you're specific to you, like this one is like, I don't even know if this one's not even a thing anymore. The road to knowledge begins with the turn of the page. Yeah, so that's like literally start somewhere. But yeah, that's my little box from Spirit. I am accepting donations through Streamlabs with the link in the description. And we are going to read for Biz. When will you get a job? When will Biz 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 get a job? Absolutely, Claudia, no worries. You don't have to if you can't. 6. Mars, Jupiter, and Sagittarius. Interesting. What else do we have? When will Biz get a job? When will Biz get a job? Okay. Oh, perfect. That's awesome. I also just got this little chunk that came out, which is literally like a 3-month thing. So that's not great, but maybe that's a job change or a promotion. When will Biz get a job? 2, 6. When will Biz get a job? I mean, that's a chunk. Got October is a month. And autumn. Yeah, okay. So I take this as like by October, but then I feel like position change within this trial. So maybe they'll hire you for like, maybe it will be like a temporary position, like a temp to hire, and then you'll get fully hired around this time. But I feel like you're starting around October. It could be the 6th came out first. So maybe you apply on the 2nd, you hear back a call for an interview on the 6th, and on the 26th is your first day, or like when they tell you that you're hired. That's what I'm seeing. So Jupiter is of expansion, and then Mars is like communication and like, you know, fighting for things. Yeah, you're gonna have to expand your knowledge on something, on a couple of topics or some sort of topic, to land this job, but you will get something. Right, so normally 6 means June, but given that I have cards that actually have months on them, like I have one that says October, I take that as the actual date. I take it as like the 6th, or even like 6th house. It could be June, but I have cards with the actual month. So that was my distinction with making them because I didn't want to confuse myself for readings either. But yeah. And I know that's a long time, but like focus on your skills and what skills you can improve and whatnot in the meantime. So we can like maybe there's a skill that you could be better with, like I don't know, look up different like Excel formulas or something if you're gonna be making like a lot of tables. Like really think about the job that you want and what aspects of the job that you want, what aspects of that type of job you don't know how to do fully. If you can teach somebody else, that means you fully understand and grasp the concept. So try to, like, when you're studying other things, act as if you would be teaching somebody else and see if there's anything that you leave out or have backwards or anything like that, and go from there. Okay? Cool. Alright. What's up? Alright, what other questions we have, friends? Been preparing since class. Yeah. So yeah, no, if you've been preparing for that long and you think that you know everything that you can, you know, do like a video just for you, right? Just like even go on your laptop even if you have like a crappy camera, you don't even have to do a camera. Do a voice note. Literally do a voice note. And act as if you're teaching somebody that all of that stuff. You know, go through all of like your notes for concepts and whatnot and break it down section by section. Be like, okay, I'm gonna teach my imaginary friend this today. And if you do understand every single aspect of that and you've taught it perfectly to somebody else, great. That chunk is out of the way. On to the next. And keep doing it until you can teach every single thing. You're so welcome. And like create little like mnemonics for things in your head, like even if it's like super terrible or like, you know, just the worst sentence possible, like if it makes you remember it, you're gonna remember it. Oops. All right. Any other questions, friends? What do we got? Aw, thank you so much, Biz. Yeah, if I shorten your name, it's because I really just don't want to butcher it. Like, I don't want to pronounce that wrong or be offensive or anything, so, yeah. Yeah. Any other questions? Absolutely. And welcome in, welcome in. Ask away, my friends, I got you. There is a very slight delay between the chat and the video, so. Alright. Does he want to go to a college feast with you on Saturday? Let's see. Okay. Alright. This one's for here. That fell out my last one, so just making sure I have a good shuffle here. Okay. Whoa. Alright, we'll take those. This is a big chunk. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Okay. No? Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Ooh. Okay. So we have magic, growth, cleanse, and passion. Just tilt that a little bit. Yeah. And then we have faith, reflection, abundance, but no confidence, and sadness is upside down. So we have letting go of sadness and no confidence. But we have abundance and passion, reflection, faith, magic. So, okay. I feel like you guys are not going to go there together, but you're going to meet up and see each other there and then have a great time. So, he's not confident enough to ask you. You're, like, pretty bummed out that he didn't ask. But you guys are going to see each other, that passion's going to be there, and you guys are going to, you know, have the money to go on, like, games and do all that fun stuff at a feast. You know, it's going to be, like, a fresh space for both of you guys to connect, so it's a little bit different. You know, he's going to reflect on, why didn't I ask? And then it's going to help build that relationship together. You know, remain hopeful, and magic, that spark is there. So I feel like you guys are not going to go together, but when you go there and he goes there, you're going to meet up together and then go off and do your own thing, and it will be like a little date from there. But it's going to start off on the wrong foot, you know? But it's going to go well once you guys meet up and, you know, enjoy the rest of the feast together. Like, his friends wanted to go do this thing over here, but he wants to go do that thing over there. But you'll go over there and do that thing with him. Yeah, his buddies are going to get him to go. He's only telling you he's not sure because he doesn't want to ask you, and doesn't, like, right now, he's just kind of reluctant about it. He's kind of, But his buddies are going to make him go, and then you guys will get together because his friends will want to go do something else. He didn't really want to go there in the first place. You'll be there, and then you guys will go off on your own thing. So I think that's what's going to happen. But we'll see. Alright, Claudia, can you ask if Isaac misses you? Claudia, didn't we talk about Isaac? He does miss you. He can't right now. We've gone over that. If you really want me to ask again, I can, but as far as me and my lives, like, I've covered that one. He does miss you. He just can't do anything right now because of the other family dynamic. You know, from his perspective, he's going to have to sneak around a little bit with that family in order to get in contact with you. He thinks about you, it's just not, it literally cannot be the first thing in his mind right now. No matter if he wants to think about you first thing or not, like, he literally can't. He's got bigger things going on. And like I said, I'll read it again if you really want me to and insist on it, but I mean, I don't think anything has changed. I don't feel like anything has changed. Yeah, because okay, so Claudia, like we talked about, he literally can't talk to you right now because he's with his other family. He's with his other baby, the woman and everything. So he literally cannot. He has to go and sneak around to talk to you right now. So until I don't know when he's not gonna be able to sneak around. Like, I don't know when the secret's gonna be out or whatever, but he right now just literally can't. If he said some, you know, sad or you know, things, you know, he said bad things to you last time. So I think, you know, this gives him a time to think on what he said and if he should have said it in the first place. I say enjoy the space while you have it. You know that he literally cannot talk to you right now until he finds the time to do so away from the rest of them. Yeah, Biz, you can definitely ask an exam-related question. Totally fine. Depanchi, I can absolutely answer that for you. Just give me a second to get Biz in first, because I do questions in order as they come into the chat. You don't have to ask several times. I can see the message. Thank you. All right, Biz, what's the question about your exam? All right, will I be able to clear the exam in April for which you prepared? Let's find out. Okay. Will you be able to pass the exam? Well, we know that you want to. Yep. You're so welcome, my friend. Okay. So we have goals, sweetness, not reflecting, but confidence, consciousness, and no sadness. So with this, I think you do, but you need to focus on how you're approaching the exam. some exams do better, like are easier if you start at the last question and go backwards. Sometimes the answers are like in the questions. I feel like this is one of those situations where you need to reflect on like how the tests themselves are set up, like to make you pass and to make you fail. Sometimes as a test taker, if you're circling C for the 5th answer in a row, it's going to make you kind of like double think what you're selecting. So I think in this case, think about your approach. Open the exam from the back of it if you can and work your way forward. Like some of the answers for the earlier questions could be hidden throughout the rest of the exam, and you'll have that insight ahead of time. But you got to go in really confident. Consciousness, like really make a conscious effort to like read every single word of that paragraph before you answer. Even like it and a, like read them. It is a nice day. Read the full sentence as it's written consciously, and then answer questions. And you know what? I'm going to pull one of these because I do have yes, no, and maybe somewhere in here. But let's see. All right, that exam. Junk. Oh my goodness. There we go. July. If the results take a while, they might come in July, the first week. I mean, April to July is a very long time. But if I can get like one more, please. Yep, okay. Taurus. Yeah. I think you'll be good. Just, take your time, really think everything through before you answer, and you'll be okay. Yeah. All right, DePonchi, you're up. If you could clarify, give me a name, please. Because do he miss me? Who is he? And then I got you. Okay. Yeah, if you've had good preparation on the exam too, like, I'm not sure what, like, type of exam, if it is, like, I mean, I have experience with, like, medical exams myself, like, certification stuff, and I know sometimes, like, anatomy-wise, you can print out, like, the whole sheet and, like, label things and highlight and everything. Do that as, like, much as possible, for whatever field that it's for. But yeah, I think you got it if you're just like consciously preparing every single day. Ah, yeah. Engineering. My uncle is an engineer, and I still have no idea what he actually does. Do you miss me? His true feelings. Shrones. Okay. Thank you. Cool. Yeah. It sounds complicated. You'll be fine, honestly. I think you're good. Just brush up on your math skills and everything. You're good. Yeah, no, my uncle works for like the DOT or something. I'm like, I guess to engineer the road and like the guardrails and stuff, but like, I don't know. Alright. How to shoot. Okay. Yeah, so civil engineering is like less math and statistics and stuff, I think. But yeah. Okay. If I'm pronouncing the name wrong, I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. I am from the Northeast in the US, so I really should have a Boston accent, like parked car in the parking lot, but you know, I do what I can. I think he only likes you as a friend right now because he's not ready for a relationship. Okay. So, we have okay. We have lack of passion, no fear, lack of creativity, and lack of goals. But we do have balance, determination, happiness, confidence. And we do have this stop over here. So, let's see. Yeah, he's straight up not even thinking about relationships right now. He's working on self-growth in traditional ways. Yeah. He is looking to just better himself overall. He's not necessarily looking for a relationship because of that fear. So he wants to be the best version of himself whenever he does get into a relationship. When that may be, I don't know. But right now, he's doing a lot of self-growth. So he's not really looking around at, like, people, passions, or whatever. He's doing what he wants to do, letting go of, like, the fear of being judged for other people. Like, if he maybe wants to, like, start going to the gym or something, and he is just, like, hasn't been doing it because he doesn't want everybody to be, like, staring at him while he's working out. He's letting that go to better himself. He's also looking for, like, traditional ways to be better. So, like, you know, finding that good traditional job that's stable, 9 to 5, whatever, a stable car, and, like, getting his life traditionally set up so that way he can do things differently later on. So right now, he doesn't have goals for, like, different creative things that he wants to do, or, like, different art projects, or, you know, things that are a little bit different. He's really focusing on traditions and doing what he needs to do for the best, like, you know, body, mental health, physical health, whatever. But that being said, along with traditional roots, eventually comes relationships. So I think right now it's a matter of, like, waiting for, he's just not ready himself. So if you pressure and pursue that, it's going to put it's going to put a damper on that. It's going to be, you know, a little bit backwards. It's going to cause a little chaos. So go with his flow for now. If he reaches out to hang out, then great, absolutely do that. I don't see love here right now. I see him not focusing on relationships at all. So I'm going to say no, not right now. Because he's not even thinking about love at all. He's not thinking about that aspect of his life, like I said. So that's what we got right now for that. Yeah, just support him as a friend and show him that you can be a friend for the long haul. And, you know, that will maybe pick up later on the romantic aspect when he is ready for that. But just support him in his own growth for now. And I think that will be good enough. Okay? All right, what else we got, friends? I'm not sure. I did answer 2 questions. If you're doing a third question or a multi-part question, we're going to accept donations for those, and then we can answer. So the donation link is in the description, so feel free, and then we can do multi-part questions like that, okay? Thank you. Will he come back? Will be answered with a donation. Multi-part questions like this are I do 1 question at a time. You're very welcome, my friend. Happy to help. I really only limit like that just to give everybody an equal opportunity to ask their questions as well. Because if I spend like, you know, a live and I answer like 6 questions that somebody has, that kind of just takes the time away from everyone else. Okay. Let's see what we got. Nope. Sorry, I'm just checking something over here real quick. That's what I thought. Alright. Do we have any additional questions, friends? Just want to give everybody a chance to ask. Your girl's gotta make rent, so we still have to have some restrictions, and I'm so sorry. Alright. Questions. Anybody who hasn't already, please remember to give the stream a like and definitely hit subscribe if you're interested. Really appreciate it. And share with your friends if they also like tarot, because the more the merrier, right? Okay. Alright, Trust, what is coming next in your love life? Let's find out. Okay. Next in love life. Trust. Next in love life. well, that card just jumped out. Not even kidding. That was a junk. Single card, and single card. Great. This actually was up like that. I saw it. Next in love. Oops. Okay. This one was upside down when I was shuffling. It was flipped over. All right. Let's see. So this death card, don't get nervous about that. I take that as new beginnings. We have also the love card and the sweetness card. Growth and no sadness. We have success, surrender, balance, and passion. So, with this, I feel like I have success will only happen when you surrender to them, to somebody else. It's about seeing somebody not as trying to control you by telling you what to do, but trying to help you for the better. So if somebody's like, oh, you know, be sure to drink your water, like your water bottle was pretty full yesterday when you put it back in the fridge, that is surrendering to not snapping and being, oh, well, I drank my water, I just refilled the bottle, blah, blah, blah. Just thank you for caring about me. I will drink my water. They don't have to know that you already filled up the water bottle and you drank it today, because then it turns into an argument. So let go of things that don't matter. Balance. Relationships are literally all about balance. It's what I want versus what the other person wants. You have to balance things. Don't just sacrifice all of your needs for them. Passion is here for sure. So I have, in order to be happy, you need to grow. You both need to do sweetness. You have to have your important things need to matter as well as theirs. Balance both things that you guys like and love and want to enjoy. That means, sucking it up and watching the chick flick. If you guys watched the action movie last night. It's a new beginning, though. I see you're opening your eyes to, like, a new way to live. I feel like maybe you've been, like, kind of, like, I feel like this is just, like, a flower blooming. Like, maybe you've kind of been up in yourself, like, oh, man, I don't like this. Maybe just complaining about, like, anything and everything. And you don't even think it's, like, complaining. You think it's just, like, talking. And honestly, I'm very guilty of this, too. Very guilty of this. So half the time, I'll be like, oh, my God, what is this, blah, blah, blah. But, like, my partner will think that I'm complaining about something when I'm just trying to talk. But sometimes, when I'm just trying to talk, I actually am complaining. So, I feel like you gotta just see where you can grow yourself and to let those bad habits go. That's how that's gonna happen. You need to grow in yourself, but I also want another card. Thank you. Yeah, you have to be very mindful. That's consciousness. You have to be like actually actively thinking about all of this stuff every single day, all the time. You really have to put it in your head. Am I overreacting? Is this an issue? Are they overreacting? If they are overreacting, give me a break for a second. How can I remove myself in a situation to work on that? Okay. We are doing second questions. If you're doing 2 in a row, the second will be asked with a donation, or if somebody goes in between your questions. I want to be sure that people are, well represented. Everybody gets their questions asked and answered. So if you're doing 2 in a row, or like a multi-part question, give a donation and we'll do that right away. And then if it is like a 2-part, just wait for somebody else to ask something first and then we can go back. Okay? And normally I really don't care. It's just I literally need to make rent, so I'm sorry. I mean, I obviously don't have like a huge following, so if somebody asks something and then, you ask again, that's totally cool as well. I just want to be sure that everybody gets a shot. You're welcome, my friend. Yeah, so going off that, like, reading as well, like, all relationships, like, you have to be balanced within yourself in order to have balance in the relationship. If you have, like, stuff that's off in your own life, it will very soon come to light in the relationship, and it will be that person's job to either help you with your downfall or not. And you don't want to have somebody else be responsible for the things that you have control over and are for you to take care of. Like, my car is broken right now and I'm like literally not using it, but I'm not asking my boyfriend to pay for it because it's parked at his uncle's house. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, with, like, just even in the future, like, living together with somebody, make sure, like, your just general styles for decorating kind of balance each other out, or, like, go together in some kind of way. Because I had to adapt in my own situation with that, and it was a little difficult, not gonna lie. He likes a lot of pieces that are, like, wood mixed with metal, mixed with glass, like, very multi-material. But I'm okay with, like, a bunch of wooden drawers that are, like, just painted different colors, because that's fun. So, you gotta figure out, like, how to make it work. Like, we have a lot of, like, those little, like, crystals that hang in the window and, like, put rainbows everywhere. Because that kind of works for both of us. He likes the glass and I like the rainbows. And he likes that it's a cool thing that's activated by the sun. So, balances. And sometimes those balances don't come, don't present as you think they would. Sometimes it really is like a glass sphere in the window versus a whole new coffee table. But yeah. What do we got, friends? Anything else? I will read almost anything. please feel free to like, follow, and subscribe as well. I go live mostly every single morning around like 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern time. I think I started at like 11:30 today, but either way. And now it's just myself. If I have 3 minutes of nobody watching but myself, we're just gonna end it. Okay, so by 1:35. Any questions? We are answering anything possible. Hi Rain, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Absolutely, go for it. It's usually around the same time I come live, usually between like 10 o'clock and 11 in the morning EST. Alright, Rain, anything coming up for you? Anything specific or just kind of seeing what happens? You're so welcome, Biz. Alright, single life. Cool. All right. So we have happiness, comfort, being divinely protected, faith, and love, as well as magic and movement, abundance, and peace. So, I think you need to change up your space. So, okay, so this is what I'm getting now. I had to think about it for a second, sorry. So right now, you know, you're comfortable, you're happy, you're protected, you hope for love, you know love is out there, it's coming, but you're like, when, where, how, why, who, what. Magic is going to happen when you have movement. So it's going to be out somewhere. Abundance and peace. So I'm not sure if this is for like you'll meet at a fundraising event or like just kind of a gathering. Maybe it's going to be like a bar crawl where you're going to spend a lot of money. But whatever it is, the environment is going to be peaceful wherever you go and meet them. It is definitely going to be out somewhere in the world. I think whatever money you spend or give that day is you have it. And then, yeah, the environment will be peaceful, but you have to move out of where you currently are, like out of your comfort zone in order for that spark. So, like, go do something with friends. Like, even if you go to, like, a new restaurant or something, or, like, a different location than you may have used to have gone or something. Just do something different. Go somewhere new. Do something new. And you'll have some flirty eyes and maybe a conversation and, yeah. Let me get one more, actually. You're so welcome, Rain. Anytime. Yeah. Whatever you're doing that day, you have no anxiety. Like, you're not going into this day like, oh, I'm going to meet someone. You're going into this day like, I'm hanging out with friends. So you're not, like, worried about it. Maybe you do meet this person and you're wearing sweatpants and you're like, oh, shit. But it doesn't matter. Because it didn't matter a half hour ago. So in the big scheme of things, it doesn't matter. You stuck not moving anywhere? Yeah. Honestly, I feel you on that. My car's broken, so I haven't driven anywhere in like a month and a half. But yeah, see if you like physically aren't moving, see if there's like maybe like a Zoom hangout or something you could do. Like maybe there are like people who do the same crafts that you do who host like a Zoom night where, you know, you make things while everybody's on camera or whatever. And you don't even have to show your face on that. Like you could just join with audio, like nobody cares. But like there's definitely like ways to find people. There's plenty of like Facebook groups of like random things, or, you know, there are ways to get out there and like go to like a new area, without moving at all. Go to a brand new website. Try like a whole new social media platform or something. Yeah, intuition. You're like, I know where I could go. So yeah, do it. Go there. Go there in your mind. Even with like video games and stuff. You could go to like somebody's Animal Crossing island. I don't know. There are so many different ways to do that. Yeah, it's gonna be peaceful. You're not gonna be nervous about it. It's just gonna be like a casual, yeah, whatever. You could even think of this person right now as like just a friend and not even think of them in like a romantic kind of a way, but then they'll surprise you. Maybe you do know them already. If it's new, yeah, no, new beginning. You're very welcome, my friend. I'm glad that was good. Okay. Who's next? I'm probably only gonna go until like maybe 2 o'clock today, because I do have maintenance coming over my house, but yeah. Got 20 more minutes in that case, ish. Anybody there? What you got? Where we at? I'd have to play some like good music as a background one day in these. I don't want to get like copyright striked, whatever. I'm so nervous to get in trouble on the internet. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to get canceled. I also want to like not get copyright stricken for any music. So things have been boring. Yeah, and I don't want to like be offensive, but usually I have bad analogies for things, so I'm very sorry for that in advance. But I'm telling you now, so y'all should know that. And if I like make fun of anybody for any questions, I'm only poking fun. I never mean any of that seriously. Like, I promise. Alright, who's next? Show me what you got. Bueller. Is anyone out there? Can you hear me? Okay. We are just hanging out. Like I said, probably gonna go until 2 o'clock. It's about 14 more minutes-ish. But who's counting? See, I don't want to be rude and like end early, but I also don't want to start doing my stuff while I'm still alive. Anyway. Oh, I have 18 subscribers now. Thank you, friends. Almost at 20. Whoop, whoop. Okay. I mean, I know I said like 14 minutes, but it's also been 4 minutes with no questions at all, so that's fair. Any last questions? 5, 4, 3, 2. I know it's just me.